I wanted to go over our syllabus for Math 127, Pre-Calculus Part 2. This is for the online section, Spring 2014. So, sections 105, 1005, 1006. Contact information, my name is Jeff Downs. Email at jeffrey.downs@wnc.edu. Homepage, there, college site. Office is Pinion F1 in Fallon. Phone number 775-423-8330, extension 2251. My office hours are going to be Tuesday, Thursday, 2:15 to 4 p.m. and 11:30 on Friday till 1 p.m. on Friday, or by appointment. So prerequisites: Math 126, or 3 units of high school mathematics at the level of algebra and above, or consent of the instructor. Course description studies circular functions, trigonometric identities, and equations, conic sections, complex numbers, and discrete algebra. These are the course objectives. Upon completion of this course, the student should be able to do the following: use geometry to work with symmetrical triangles, solve problems using the distance formula and the Pythagorean theorem, compute trigonometric functions of special angles, and use them to solve for the unknown parts of the right triangles. Use the law of sines and cosines to solve for the unknown parts of triangles. Compute vector sums and differences. Solve trigonometric identities and equations. Solve trigonometric functions. Compute the values of inverse trigonometric functions. Graph equations and functions in polar coordinates. Use de Moivre's theorem to find the powers and roots of complex numbers. Plus, we're going to be covering some conic sections. Transferability within Nevada. This course is designed to apply toward a WNC degree and or transfer to other schools within the Nevada system of higher education, depending on the degree chosen and other courses completed. It may transfer to colleges and universities outside Nevada. For information about how this course can transfer and apply to your program of study, please contact a counselor. Linkage to college mission: apply mathematical and analytical problem-solving skills through the use of polynomial, exponential, and logarithmic functions, the application systems of equations, and the application of matrices. Provide instruction that contributes to students' ability to work and think critically and solve problems, to reason mathematically, and apply computational skills. Our textbook is Pre-Calculus by Paul Sison of the Hawkes Learning System. You have 3 choices for the book. You can do the book bundle with Hawkes Learning System software and the ebook. You can do the book bundle with the Hawkes Learning System software, or you could do the textbook alone. Or I guess 4 options. Ebook with Hawkes Learning System. And for those doing the work online, the course is WNC PRC, and the section is Math 127, Spring 2014. Supplies with the textbook. You need the textbook. I encourage you to get a TI-89 graphing calculator. It's recommended, not required. It's something that if you're going to go on to calculus, you're really going to like having. Grading scale, A, B, C, D, F, pretty standard there. So we're going to have a midterm, 200 points. We'll have 10 quizzes, the top 10 quizzes. We'll have actually 11, but the top 10 quizzes, 10 points each for 100 points. Participation, the minimum of 10 postings at 10 points each for 100 points. You could do more than 10 postings, but you need 10 substantive postings. And homework, 4 chapters at 50 points each for 200 points, and a final exam at 200 points for a total of 800 points. There'll be a midterm and a final exam. The midterm is due on March 11th, 2014, and the final exam is due May 13th, 2014. You may do the exams in one of 2 formats, paper or online. Paper exams are posted in Canvas and will be downloaded and printed by the student. The exam must be received by me, not by me, by the due date. Students may use U.S. mail, parcel delivery, UPS, and so on. The campus mail or hand delivery. You can also email it to me. Fax copies will be accepted but must be followed by the original of the exam. Students may also scan and email their exam. Make a photocopy of the exam for your records in case there's a delivery problem. If exams or homework are emailed, please send in Canvas and in PDF format if possible. That's really important. Easier for me to read, especially if it's one bundle. Like if the homework is one bundle and the exam is one bundle, don't do them together, but they should be separate. But I want one whole thing for the exams if possible. Otherwise it's hard to print out every single page instead of having just one thing to print. Paper exams will receive partial credit but can only be taken once. Online exams will receive no partial credit but may be retaken during the exam time to improve scores. If you try the online exam and do not like the format, you may switch to the paper exam. The Hawks course ID is WNC PRC, and the section is Math 127, Spring 2012. Quizzes every week. After our review meeting, there'll be a quiz in Canvas. Your top 10 scores will count toward the grade. If you miss a quiz deadline, you'll receive a score of 0. Participation. You must provide at least 10, it should be discussions, but 10 postings in the discussion board. The postings must be substantive and not simply say, I agree. You can either ask a question from our material or you can answer a question. Your first posting should be an introduction about yourself. Homework. You have 2 choices for homework in this class. You can either do the Hawks Learning System section certifications, or you can do the homework assigned with each lesson in the class on paper. Homework counts for a total of 200 points. If you try the Hawks and would prefer to go with traditional homework, you may do so. If you do the traditional paper homework, you must fax, mail, or scan and email your homework to me to be received by the due date of the exam. In that case, I really prefer the homework emailed to me, and that way I can review it online. I don't have to print anything out. Please send the work as a bundle of the entire chapter. I strongly encourage students to mail a copy of their homework in case it's lost in the mail, but really, if you can email it to me, it's going to be fine. I do not want any late homework. Hawk software works with both PC and Mac machines. There are computers in the Fallon, Douglas, and Carson City campuses running the software. Attendance. Students are expected to participate and keep pace on a regular basis, at least once a week. Any departure from the attendance policy must be pre-approved by January 29, 2014. There will be no score of W issued by me in the class, so no W's for me. If you feel the need to drop the class, you must do so by March 28th. I don't give W's. Non-mandatory online meetings. I will hold weekly online meetings from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Wednesdays to answer questions about the topics or homework questions from that week. Attendance is voluntary and will not affect your grade. If you cannot attend the meeting, please email me questions, and I will either answer the questions in the meeting or make a video on YouTube answering the questions. If no students are present within 15 minutes of the scheduled start time, I will end the meeting. You can find a link to the meeting in the Conferences tab in Canvas. Ethics statement. No cheating of any kind will be tolerated. Any student caught cheating, attempting to cheat, or assisting in the cheating of another student will be expelled from the class with a failing grade. Make sure you're doing your own work in this class. Note, when attending the optional non-mandatory live sessions, please be polite and mute your microphone when not speaking. Background noises and echoes are distracting and interfere with the meeting. Early alert. Please note that in an effort to help students successfully complete their courses, the counseling office on campus will ask faculty for names of students they feel may be in need of additional assistance. A counselor may contact you to offer some ideas. Typo again. Grades can be made to Scott. Grade appeals can be made to Scott Morrison. There's his email address. Disability statement. If you have a disability for which you need to request accommodations, please contact Susan Trist, Coordinator for Disability Support Services at, there's her number and there's her email address, as soon as possible to arrange appropriate accommodations. Here's a list of important dates. Classes began, last day to receive 100% refund, and so on. I'll let you take a look at that. Here's our tentative calendar. It should pretty much stick to this. Midterm is going to be due on the 11th of March. Then we have spring break. So we cover chapters 6 and 7. Take the midterm. Then we cover 8 and 9 and take the final. The final is not comprehensive. So the final is due on May 13th. I hope that answers any questions you might have, and let me know if you have anything else.